What's going on? Back at you again with another crypto thought video. Crypto thoughts. Dashboard. I was listening to Junk on Crypto the other night, and Crypto Saint, shout out to him, shout out to DOC, the whole DOC. But Crypto Saint made a very insightful statement. He was talking about the SEC and how you know, really mentioning, speaking in terms of how would the SEC know to find certain amounts of monies? When the SEC is investigating people who've been involved with crypto, and what is it that, where do they get these numbers to determine, these amounts of fines that they want to, or they're proposing to enact on people, allegedly. And I've always said to myself, because this is the one space, and when I say space, I'm talking about cryptocurrency market. This is the one of the few markets, one of the only markets that I see that people openly share their wallets online, on dashboards. They'll show their dashboard. Yes, cryptocurrency, you're talking about monies and cryptos, these assets that are intangible. It's like funny money. Until it hits your hands, these things, right, seemingly don't exist, because we're used to the fiat types of currency, having tangible, currency, cash on hand, otherwise whatever. But everything is moving in the direction of technology. We understand it even in the banking systems. Those of us who work, who receive monies through our banks, direct deposit, the numbers look nice, but until it's in our hands, we just have to hope and believe that these monies are in these supposed accounts. And I see the same, I guess, sentiment is applied in crypto. But the thing that I find interesting is how people are so willing, even if the money is let's say it's funny money. Why are you displaying your dashboard? Why are you giving out that information, making videos about it? I never understood that. Even ever since like BitConnect, I never understood that. I to a point. Well, let me take that back. I did understand why. It's to show people, what they're doing, right? And also, it's an enticing way to lure people in, because if this is what I could show, for example, then you may want to do the same thing. That's the only thing I can think of that would make someone want to show their business out there, because that's what you're doing. You're showing people your information. You might as well give them your government information. You might as well give them all personal, private details. The dashboard thing is another, it's also a mindset. What, besides trying to convince people, there's other ways where you can, persuade people or talk about projects without having to show your stuff. This is the only space that I know in my limited knowledge base, where people will freely show dashboards of crypto translating to USD that would be like large sums. Some vary, but just you showing. Do you walk around in the street, brandishing your purse and wallets and showing people what you're carrying? No. So why are you doing it on video? Why are you doing it in crypto? Why are you showing, social media network what you have? And then you wonder why you amass some attention that you don't even want, because you're going to get negative attention. People want what you have. Good, bad, or indifferent, no matter how big and no matter how small. Folks, someone is always going to want to take what you have. Not even want it, but take it. They're going to want to take it. They're going to plot. They're going to do whatever it is that they can do. If they can get to you, they're going to get to you and get what you have. Why make it so easy? Why put yourself in a vulnerable position like that? I don't get it. Going back to listening to Crypto Saint speak the other night, the two individuals that, the basically the topic was about, because I was also on that live and I was speaking, who are allegedly dealing with SEC and the investigations and stuff like that. And how they've even mentioned, they've just put it out there, that, these supposedly their fines, one is being fined $2 million, the other is being fined $900K or $1 million. But where would something like the Securities Exchange Commission come up with a figure like that? I mean, where would they come up with something like that? I guess it's because the dashboard. I guess they come up with figures like that from these videos that they've made displaying their information, just giving it out. It's one thing to be free and preach freedom and things of that nature, and there's another thing to be irresponsible. I keep speaking about that, like this, and reckless. If you're a single person, you really don't have much to live for. Now you don't even have a pet. That's different. But when you have obligations and people around you, you taking care of a family, and this is, you gotta, think, man. Think. And the reason why I'm speaking like that is because these same individuals showed their quote unquote progress in crypto and their journey. And all the while, each time, most of the time while they were documenting their information, showing their dashboard. And the dashboard was, woo. Many people wouldn't see those sums of money in their entire lifetime. That's how much. So was that the basis on where the SEC was able to draw the conclusion, well, you showing that you have X, Y, and Z amount in your dashboard, so we're going to fine you for this amount? And what about everyone else who is showing their information, their dashboard? Like, why even continue to do that when you're doing, and then at the same time, fast forward to today, these things continue to occur throughout YouTube dealing with cryptocurrency, where promoters or people who are marketing different crypto projects are showing their wallets, are showing their dashboards to prove that, or give some type of, legitimacy to what they're saying to their viewers, to convince them that, they're earning something. Why go through those lengths? If you say you're a business person in the real world outside of crypto, do people just open their portfolios and just show the world? They just walk around in the world, just, here's the wallet wide open. Look at what I have. No. The mentality is going back to the mind again. The way these people behave, like, wow, man, like, I don't see the maturity. I don't see that level of responsibility. It's lacking. Where's the intelligence? I mean, where? You could be a marketing expert. You could be very well, suited to just, you know, brand ideas and projects and et cetera, et cetera. But that doesn't mean you're responsible. That doesn't mean you're, a professional person. That doesn't mean that you take things in a way where, you're protecting and securing your own interests well. I mean, and that shows. That shows. Made a video about, crumbs on a table. Why I say crumbs on a table? Because people are not only talking about the crumbs that they're making in certain projects, they're showing it. They're showing this. I mean, they're showing the information on YouTube. Security is important. Security is important. We freely give our information online like it's nothing. There's no such thing as privacy. That went away when we opened an account with Facebook and took pictures of the foods we eating, dinner plates and all kinds of trips or whatever we going, however we feel. We just freely gave the information away through that social media platform. And that model, that behavior continues to this day. It's just expansive now. It's just much more expansive. We're giving people information about ourselves that can be used against us. That's one of the fundamental things that I've noticed with crypto that I don't really like. I don't really like seeing people do that because you put a target on your back, man. Like, you're putting a target on your back. How smart is that? Like, and again, if you're a single person in life, you're only responsible for yourself. That's one thing. But when you have to take care of people, my goodness, I don't know. That dashboard stuff, that be careful. That's just my message. Like, be careful. Be cognizant of what you're doing. Be cognizant of what you're doing. Because the bottom line in all of this, sure, people can talk about, look, it's about making money. It's about using this technology that's constantly evolving, using the tech to help improve your quality of life. And one way to do that is by making money. But do it in a smart and responsible way, though. Are you going to, who walks around with currency taped or stapled all over their body? You might as well do that if you're doing that on YouTube, showing your dashboard. But you're not going to do that in actual life, away from YouTube, away from the cameras. So why do that you become a target. You become a target. I guess this is still part of the, the infancy, the clunky stage. If crypto should last decades and long term, like people are expecting, they're going to look at this time period like, wow, this time period was just, it was just something special where people were just doing things, all kinds of reckless stuff. Because we're in that time period right now. There's so much irrational, just unintelligible, just crazy, unconscionable things occurring in crypto, and that people are willingly engaging in, that it's just crazy. Just be careful, people. Be careful. Be safe. Secure your interests. And be well.